You will have heard feminists saying that men have all the rights, that men have more rights than women. They've been saying this all your life. You're told that women need more rights in order to achieve sex equality. This may strike you as false. It may seem obvious to you that men do not have more rights than women. In fact, the truth is that women have more rights than men. So let's make this very clear in a way that is not difficult to understand, in a way that makes it very obvious. You can count on your fingers if it helps. People talk about all sorts of rights: inalienable rights and constitutional rights, religious rights, property rights, and so on. But all of these fall under two broad categories of human rights and civil rights. For example, legal and political rights will be guaranteed to the citizens of a particular state. They are civil rights applicable to all citizens, whereas natural rights and inalienable moral rights will be human rights, applicable to all humans as humans. Women and men both have the same human rights on the perfectly reasonable grounds that they are both human. The equality of their humanity gives them an equality of human rights. Men do not have any extra human rights that women do not have. Women and men both have the same civil rights on the perfectly reasonable grounds that they are both citizens. Or at least they should. Feminists will be quick to tell us that there are places in the world where women have fewer civil rights than men. But what they do not say is that there are also places in the world where men have fewer civil rights than women. Here in the West, for example, a woman can perjure herself falsely accusing a man of rape and face no penalty for her perjury if that perjury is exposed, although a man would be prosecuted for perjury. Similarly, there are places here in the West where misogyny is treated as a hate crime by the police, but misandry is not. Ideally, of course, women and men would have identical civil rights everywhere. There is a third category of rights. People do not qualify for these by being a citizen or by being a human, so they are not civil rights or human rights. Women's rights are claimed and enforced on the basis that the recipient is a woman. If you are not a woman, you do not qualify for these rights. But if you are a woman, then you do. So, can feminists count to 3? Women have human rights and civil rights and women's rights. Men only have human rights and civil rights. To support sex equality, you must support men's rights. It has to be 3 each. To have equal rights, you must support men's rights. Now, hands up anyone who doesn't understand this.